Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time. Smile, my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over. We'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. We know the time is short, we blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we...
I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but I saw Jingles on the fridge. I didn't open it, I haven't got a clue. Oh no, the milk has gone bad, help. That's good. Get Satan trying to help them. That is very good, I like that. What do you think? Good morning, puppy cat. What are you doing hiding in amongst all that? There's nothing there for cats. There's nothing there for puppy cats. Oh, good boy. It must be very cold out there because you're never in the house this much. That's not the chocolate one, Willa. What is it?
No idea.
Zero, 1, 1.
11.
Ah, and is that maybe meant to be a, what is it that she eats again? What does she eat?
Eggos.
Eggo, yeah, is that an Eggo? I don't know what Eggos look like.
They're waffles.
Ah, that's probably what that is then.
Dark.
Dark. You've got quite a collection of them in your drawer now.
Yeah. Maltesers.
Ooh. Malteser reindeer, they're fab.
No!
Yeah, good try, Right, quick as you can. 10 to. You can pop them in your bag when you're at the bus.
Yeah. I'm going to carry burgers on my way down.
Good girl. Have a good day. Bye. Good morning everyone and welcome to Vlogmas day 16. Ooh, we're getting close, we're getting close. Yes, it's Thursday morning here, another really cold day, very frosty. Brooke is away to school and she's got her horse riding after school today. She did speak to Mr. Thompson yesterday about changing class and he's managed to talk her into not going to the class that she wanted to go to and going to a different one. I don't think that's a very good idea, but Brooke didn't want to argue about it, so fair enough. I'm worried. But anyway, Air's going to try and find out if she can spend time in that class. And I'm going to say to her, look, if you really don't think you're going to enjoy it, you need to tell him because we don't want to go through all this again. She's only going to get the one chance to move, so she has to take it now, make it the right choice. But as I was saying yesterday, she's not good at making choices. She doesn't like it. But we'll see what happens there. So that is Brooke. She opened her advent and saw the elves. What were they like? Abby and Adam did an absolutely fantastic job. I should get them to do it every night. They did a really good job, much better than I could have done. Because I had been wanting to do that one for a while, but I knew that I would mess up the drawing on the bottle. But Abby's very artistic, so she managed it. And I think it was brilliant, really good. It even got a chuckle out of Brooke, which is rare. So yeah, Abby and Adam are still in bed just now. It's back at 9. They are both off work today and they're going Christmas shopping in Glasgow. Good luck. I would imagine it will be very busy, but that is their plan. Our plan is we are going to take the dogs to a dog park. Well, it's not a dog park, it's a field, like it's an enclosed field. It's a place called Bark in the Park. And we've taken them to a few of this type of place before, because with Clyde being a sight hound and Willa being a scent hound, you can't always trust their recall, so they don't get off the lead out in the open very often. And the same with Hugo, he's just too big and stupid, so we can't trust his recall yet either. So Molly is good. Molly doesn't need to be on a lead, but she still likes a good runabout with the rest of them. So it's going to be a good chance for them all to be off lead and running about, because it's a huge field. I think Jack said it's 1.5 acres, and it's completely fenced right round so they can't escape. And I think it'll be good fun. Again, it's chilly, but it's frosty and dry, so I can handle being out in that. It's when it's cold and windy and rainy I don't like it. So that'll be good fun. We're going to stop at a shop to get a couple of other balls, because Hugo loves the ball that he's got here and we don't want to lose it. So we're going to try and get a couple of other ones. And the park is just outside Helensburgh, I think. It's up at a farm area. So yeah, we've not been to this one. We'll see what it's like. Bark in the Park. And it's half an hour that we've got booked. So you book it out so that there's no other dogs there. You don't need to worry about watching your dogs with other dogs or anything like that. It's a timed slot that you've got. I think it's 11 o'clock we're going. And yeah, that'll be a wee bit different, won't it? And then might go to Costa on the way back for a little hot chocolate to heat us up. We'll see what happens. And we've got some more stovies left from last night's dinner. Oh, they were good. And they're stovies, if you don't know what stovies are, it's basically potato, sausage, onion and gravy all sort of mashed together. It's all cooked together. Oh, it's so good. And second day stovies, leftover stovies are always the best, especially on a cold day. So really looking forward to that as well. So that is our plan for today. I hope you're all getting on okay. I'm pretty organised, I think, Christmas wise. I've got another couple of wee things that I still need to wrap, but other than that, I'm more organised than I have been in a long, long time, which is very rare. It's making me wonder, am I forgetting something? Anyway, talking about forgetting something, I better open my advent calendar and do the music quiz. So we're on 15 today. It's a wee one, probably a ball. Let's find out together. Oh no, it's one of the wee blocks. It's one of the wee blocks. Oh, it's got a teddy and a sleigh on it. I don't know how much Jack paid for that, but it's actually been a really good advent calendar. I wasn't expecting to get as much as I've got from it. So yeah, it's been really good. Right, music quiz. Yesterday was guess a song from random lyrics, fa la 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 la. And the lyrics were, you mean you forgot cranberries too? And the song was The Waitress's Christmas Wrapping. So well done if you got that one. I know that song quite often trips people up, but it's quite a good wee song. I like it. And Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I think I'll miss this one this year. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Anyway, and that line is when she realises that she's forgotten the cranberries and has to go to the shop. And when she's in the shop, she meets the guy that she's been trying to get hold of all year. And it's all good. Anyway, today's song will be about humbug, and I will do do you know that song? Is my humming so terrible that you can't work it out, or is it okay? Yay! So that's today's music quiz. I am determined that I'm going to get hold of Granny Annie at some point to get her Christmas memory recorded for you. I wanted to do it yesterday and didn't get a chance, so I might actually see if I can get hold of her just now so that I remember. I'll film it just now, but I'll put it in at the end of the vlog like I normally do with the memories. And the wee Glasgow Granny will be here again. And that'll be it. So let's get on with the day. I've still not finished my scarf, my snowman scarf. I'm hoping to get it done before we go today, but I doubt it. Oh, oops. I better go because even my antlers are fed up listening to me. I'll catch you later.
Oh.
We've got a full house. Granny Annie's just came in, there she is. They were all saying, where's
Dressed.
Granny Annie?
Dressed.
Yeah, I
I'm on
messaged her at
holiday.
9:30. You coming in? I need to get dressed. Lazy thing.
I'm on holiday.
You're on holiday, yes, sure. And then my dad appeared, so he's through there. And then these two appeared.
15.
15, yes.
Three.
A tree, yay!
Oh.
Like, a tree!
And these today.
I know. Of course they do.
I got
No way.
What?
Snow.
Oh, snow way.
Santa. I
Santa!
kept saying it. It's Santa, but it kept being like a snowman.
Yeah.
Tree again.
Yay! 2 trees.
Oh, this is a bar.
Is it a bar? Is it? Oh, I think I know what it might
a
be.
gold ingot.
I wish. Oh, Adam got a big gold penny yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not what I thought it was.
It's a shame that they
No.
wears light chocolate.
Is here.
Oh! Hello, puppy cat. He just came in, had
Did
some
you like,
food.
did you like the ale?
Oh, they were brilliant. Really good.
Fabulous.
Brooke even chuckled.
Did the one on the door get attacked? Or was it
No,
on-
it's still there.
I'm surprised because that was how I feel. We put it on there and we were like, Hugo's going to eat that.
No, it's still there. He's behaved.
That only took me 2 minutes.
It was nice for me to find it because I always
Yeah.
set it up. Well, you can do another night if you want. Get thinking.
That was good luck.
You keep going. You're up later than me, it's easier for you. Oh, another.
wow.
Oh, check that car out, that's mean looking.
Another car.
Yes, 15. Oh, it's another cylinder. What could it be?
Sounds like fruit pasties or something.
We've been guessing fruit pastas for so long now.
I know. I'm going to give you a spoiler, there's no any fruit pastels. I didn't know if you liked them or not.
It looks like a fruit
After
pasty. Oh, it's the after eight.
Yay!
So you don't need to fucking trade them.
He was trying to nab her
Last night.
munchies last night.
Last
Take your
night,
after
no.
eights to your after eights.
Last night, he went to get something from my room and he went, are those munchies yours or mine? I went, they're mine. He went, can I trade you anything for them? I got them this morning, right? And then I was like, you could have the pockets or something that's in the drawer. And he came back through and he went, you know you've got Maltesers and munchies in your drawer? And Maltesers and after eights. I went, yeah. And he went, can I trade you for them? No!
Where's this place, puppies? Hey, where's this place? Look at the view. So this is us at Bark in the Park. It was an absolute nightmare to find. So it's up behind, up the Backaroo, Arding Capel. Look, oh, it's Clyde at his best. Look at
Hugo far behind.
He sounds like a horse galloping.
Hold up, I am on my way. I'm in motion.
Oh, yes.
Let's go to the ocean.
Oh, poor Hugo.
Let's go out.
He'll never be able to stop when he gets to the bottom.
We can hang out on the beach without freezing.
Put them some new balls.
Isn't that amazing?
And of course, when Jack went into the shop to get them, I had to take Hugo in because she'd never seen a Caucasian Shepherd.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be.
So there's a little shelter bit there, so if it's raining you can sit in the shelter. And they have actually got dog poo bags there as well. Over there, don't know if you can see it or not, just behind Hugo there's a picnic table. So in the summer you can bring a picnic, sit and enjoy your picnic while the dogs run about. That would be fun. Not entirely sure we'll come back to this one again though, because the road up to it was really bad. Yeah, let's watch them having fun. Oh. Look at wee autistic Willa just playing herself. Hello, big girl! Hello! Are you having fun?
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain.
Look at Clyde go.
It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year,
Did any of them? Oh, Molly got it.
friends and
Oh, look at Willa. There she goes. Willa loves rolling about on grass.
doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance. Come on. We're gonna
Molly got it again. She's a wee rugrat. Look at her.
All night long, we're gonna dance and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my
Did Willa get it?
heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Clyde's roving about now. He never normally does that. Look. Clyde!
Let's go outside. The snow is falling down, and every child is having so much fun.
Taking the
The
jacket off
snowman
because
is
it's
twice the
actually quite
size
warm.
as me with a smile. It's
Yeah,
quirky
if
as
they're running
mine.
about like that, they'll be
We're
roasting.
holding hands to keep each other
Come and get your
warm
jacket
while
off.
we stand and watch a choir performing all the
Yay,
Christmas songs
that's
that we
better.
love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause
Yay,
all I
Willa!
want is to spend this day with you.
What happened there?
Let me give you a Christmas
Right, which one's got
moment we'll
concussion?
fill with love and joy. So
No, he always
beautiful,
looks like that.
kissing on a mistletoe's baby with
What happened?
I don't need any
Did
presents
Molly give you the monkey?
as long as I spend this day
So this
with
is
you.
half in the park.
So beautiful, kissing
I
on a
think it's
mistletoe's
£7.50
baby
for half an
with
hour
you.
for 3 to 4 dogs. The price varies depending on how many dogs you've got.
I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream
Right,
away.
it's rapid.
And in a while
Even
we're
still,
gonna go inside.
after all the
and
running
drink our
about, he's still
chocolate
really
by the
quick.
fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day.
Hello, Willa.
Let me give you a Christmas
You two are looking a bit
moment
puzzled.
we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So
Puppies. Clyde's exhausted. He's going to conk out the rest of the day now. And it wasn't cold actually, it was lovely. It was really nice. I didn't even have any gloves on. Such a perfect day for it. Yay. And it did feel quite Christmassy with all the frost and the clear blue sky. All I wanted now was Santa's reindeer flying past, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. Fancy a Costa? Yeah, why not? Costa time. Look at those Christmas trees. They're a bit bare looking. And we're back in Helen's for a now. Getting a Costa and then think going to Morrison's for a couple of bits. And that will be us. Well, here I am again. back to read some more of this book. Oh, it's getting awfully good now, the magic's kicked in, hasn't it? Oh, it's exciting. Right, this chapter is called The Search. Oh, 'cause mind, Nicholas and Blitzen had managed to escape the elves. They flew through the gurly air, our forests full of snow-covered spruce trees and icy lochs. A landscape of white land and silver water. There were no signs of human life, no signs of Christmas Eve excitement. Nicholas felt awfully relieved that he had escaped and at the possibility that his father was alive. Sick to lift and wonder that he could make magic, that he suddenly, right there, half a mile above a loch, let out the biggest laugh of his life. It was a laugh that came from deep inside his belly, less of a ha 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 ha, merry a ho ho ho. They flew through the stormy air over forests full of snow-covered spruce trees and icy lochs, a landscape of white land and silver water. There were no signs of human life, no signs of Christmas Eve excitement. Nicholas felt very relieved that he had escaped and at the possibility that his dad was alive. Such delight and wonder that he could make magic that he suddenly, right there, half a mile above a loch, let out the biggest laugh of his life. It was a laugh that came from deep inside his belly, less of a ha 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 and more of a ho ho ho. By forenoon a grey mist had settled around them and doubt began to creep into his head. What if Nicola's father had kidnapped wee Kip? He dismissed the thought. No, his dear dad would never do something like that. That would be impossible, would it no? With a heavy heart, Nicholas realised what he had to do before he could return home. He had to find wee Kip. He had to find the truth. He had to prove to the elves that his father was a good man. There had to be some explanation. So they flew on and on and on. The reindeer swift lower forests and higher fields and the bright clay moors that seemed to stretch towards infinity in the hope they might see wee Kip. The only thing they didn't do was flee directly our tunes because Nicholas didn't ken who folk might react to seeing a laddie on a reindeer fleeing over their heads. By mid-morning a grey mist had settled around them and doubt began to creep into his head. What if Nicholas's dad had kidnapped wee Kip? He dismissed the thought. No, his dad would never do something like that. That would be impossible, would it not? With a heavy heart, Nicholas realised what he had to do before he could go home. He had to find wee Kip. He had to find the truth. He had to prove to the elves that his dad was a good man. There had to be some explanation. So they flew on and on and on. The reindeer swooped low over forests and high over fields and the broad clay moors that seemed to stretch towards infinity in the hope they might see wee Kip. The only thing they didn't do was fly directly over towns because Nicholas didn't know how people might react to seeing a boy on a reindeer flying over their heads. Nicholas was more and more desperate getting. Maybe he should just gang home after all. He was starting to feel that wabbit and he kept Blitzen must be worse. It had started snowing again. This is going to be an unco Christmas, thought Nicholas. Come on, we need to rest for the night. He got sick to a forest of pine trees immediately to the west. Let's land over there and find some build. They settled among the tall, lowering trees, beneath a canopy of branches. Nicholas and Blitzen lay back to back, and just as Nicholas was starting to dover off into a dreamless sleep, he heard something. A crack of a twig. Voices. Men's voices. Nicholas sat bolt upright and listened hard. It was Pitmirk now, but the man speaking in a slow, strang voice seemed awfully ken-speckled. Nicholas gulped. Nicholas was getting more and more desperate. Maybe he should just go home after all. He was starting to feel very tired and he knew Blitzen must be worse. It had started snowing again. This is going to be an unusual Christmas, thought Nicholas. Come on, we need to rest for the night. He caught sight of a forest of pine trees immediately to the west. Let's land over there and find some shelter. They settled among the tall trees beneath a canopy of branches. Nicholas and Blitzen lay back to back, and just as Nicholas was starting to doze off into a dreamless sleep, he heard something. A crack of a twig. Voices. Men's voices. Nicholas sat bolt upright and listened hard. It was pitch black now, but the man speaking in a slow, strong voice seemed awful recognisable. Nicholas gulped. "Blitzen," Nicholas whispered. "I think it's them. Wait there the noo." And Nicholas got to his feet and tiptoed cannily over the dry ground. The voices were more distinct now. "We're only days awa frae Turku," said one. "We'll be there by Hogmanay." "A week frae now, we'll be gieing our wee present to the king," said another. "I thought we were going home first," said a voice he kent better than any voice in the world. The sound of it caused Nicholas's heart to miss a beat. Fear and love flooded through him. He was about to shout out, "Da!" but something stopped him, and he just waited, quiet in the loudness of the night. "No, we promised. The king has to hear afore Hogmanay." Nicholas could hardly breathe. His heart was dirling in his chest, but he kent he had to try and stay calm. Be the forest. "Well, I promised my son I would be home by now." "It depends which promise you want to keep, the one to the king or the one to your son." "We better keep it down," one of the men said, "or we'll walk him." "Och," said another, "dinna worry about it. Elves sleep soundly." "What does it matter? He's in a cage. It's not as if he can gang on the war." It was true. "Blitzen," Nicholas whispered. "I think it's them. Wait there just now." And Nicholas got to his feet and tiptoed carefully over the dry ground. The voices were more distinct now. "We're only days away from Turku," said one. "We'll be there by Hogmanay." "A week from now we'll be giving our wee present to the king," said another. "I thought we were going home first," said a voice he knew better than any voice in the world. The sound of it caused Nicholas's heart to miss a beat. Fear and love flooded through him. He was about to shout, "Dad!" but something stopped him, and he just waited, quiet, in the stillness of the night. "No, we promised. The king has to have it before Hogmanay." Nicholas could hardly breathe. His heart was thumping in his chest, but he knew he had to try to stay calm. Be the forest. "Well, I promised my son I would be home by now." "It depends which promise you want to keep, the one to the king or the one to your son." "We better keep it down," one of the men said, "or we'll wake him." "Oh," another said, "don't worry about it. Elves sleep soundly." "What does it matter? He's in a cage. It's not as if he can go anywhere." It was true. "Just keep thinking about the siller, Joe. You'll never hate to worry about Christmas again. Oh, that siller." The men fell to murmuring among themselves, and Nicholas took his chance. Hunkering on his horns and knats, he creeped slowly for it. After a wee while, he raxed the cage. It was made of wood and tied firmly with rope to solid timber of a sleigh, a painted sleigh. The sleigh with one word carved out on it, Christmas. His sleigh. Inside the cage, curled up, was a wee elf laddie. Nicholas minded his own brief, but awful time as a prisoner. He stood there wondering what he could do. There was no path, just trees to one side and the clearing to the other. He was trembling with fear, but he kent he had to wait on his father and the other men falling asleep. Wee Kip opened his een and gawped straight at Nicholas. For a moment it looked as if he was going to screech. "Wheesht," Nicholas said softly, with his finger on his lips. "I'm here to help you." Wee Kip was still an awful young elf, and although he didn't ken Nicholas, he was skilled at spotting goodness inside somebody and could see the kindness in Nicholas's een. He seemed to understand. "I'm feared," said the elf. "It's all right, is it?" "Well, no, no right now, but it will be. But then a fierce rock voice seemed to come out of nowhere. Happy Christmas! Nicholas turned around and saw one of the men, a tall, skinny malinky manny with a thrown face, wearing a woolen bonnet with flaps over his lugs. He was pointing an arrow and crossbow at him. Who are ye? Tell me, or you're dead. Just keep thinking about the silver, Joel. You'll never have to worry about Christmas again. All that silver. The men fell to murmuring amongst themselves, and Nicholas took his chance. Squatting on his hands and knees, he crept slowly forward. After a wee while, he reached the cage. It was made of wood and tied firmly with rope to the solid timber sleigh, a painted sleigh, the sleigh with one word carved out of it, Christmas. His sleigh. Inside the cage, curled up, was a small elf boy. Nicholas remembered his own brief but horrible time as a prisoner. He stood there wondering what he could do. There was no path, just trees to one side and a clearing to the other. He was trembling with fear, but he knew he had to wait on his dad and the other men falling asleep. Wee-Kip opened his eyes and looked straight at Nicholas. For a moment it looked as if he was going to scream. Shh, Nicholas said quietly, with his finger on his lips. I'm here to help you. Wee-Kip was still a very young elf, and although he didn't know Nicholas, he could tell the goodness inside somebody, and he could see the kindness in Nicholas's eyes. He seemed to understand. I'm scared, said the elf. It's okay, is it? Well, no, not right now, but it will be. But then a fierce, rough voice seemed to come out of nowhere. Happy Christmas! Nicholas turned around and saw one of the men, a tall, skinny man with a twisted face, wearing a woolen hat with flaps over his ears. He was pointing an arrow and crossbow at him. Who are you? Tell me, or you're dead. Oh, what will Nicholas do now? Oh, I didn't ken, boys and girls, but we're going to have to wait, because that's the end of the chapter. We'll pick this story up tomorrow. Toodaloo! Hello, good afternoon. It's the back of 4 now, and we've been home for a wee while. We went to Costa and got a nice hot chocolate. That's Hugo wanting in. I've shut the door because Jack's playing the Xbox and listening to the Foo Fighters really loudly, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. But Hugo's like, why did you close that door? He didn't want in, but now the door's shut, he does want in. So he's locked away, it's fine. Yeah, so I had a nice little Costa. I had my Terry's chocolate orange hot chocolate, which was good. And we went to Morrison's for a couple of bits and pieces. Got another one of those bread, you know, the caramelised onion bread with the camembert, because that was really good. So we got another one of them, and that was in the 3 for 2. So Jack picked up another couple of bits as well. And yeah, just came home, had our stovies to warm us up, and I've been editing and catching up on all your comments. I really wish I was able to keep on top of them quicker, but just we're being so busy, it's not easy. But the rest of them that are still left, I'll catch up with tomorrow. A lot of you have been asking about Santa, whether he's growing or not. Let's go and have a little look. I don't think it is, to be honest. He's not really doing much. I suppose he's maybe a wee bit bigger. Yeah, he's a wee bit bigger, a bit wider maybe. But yeah, he's just kind of floating about the place. I suppose it will be good for him to relax before the big night. Yeah, probably a bit of a fail, that one. And there's Tony the door gonk. He's definitely never going to be the same again, is he? He's got no face left after Willa attacking him. I don't know, poor gonk. Yeah, so that's all we've been up to. Abby and Adam are still away shopping. Brooke will be in a wee while, but she's got her horse riding tonight. So I'm just catching up now that I've caught up with all my admin bits. I'm going to try and watch some Vlogmas videos because I'm so behind, and I'm so sorry if I've not been watching and commenting on your videos. I will get round to it. They're all in my watch later. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh, put that in watch later. So that even if it's after Christmas, I will watch them, I promise. I tried to finish my snowman scarf, but I can't find my buttons. I think because I'm needing buttons for his eyes and his mouth. And I think they're maybe in the tub of things that were in, you know, how I had the big cubes there that were falling apart, so I took everything out of them. I think they're maybe in there somewhere. So I didn't have any orange wool either, but Granny Annie came to my rescue, so I made his wee carrot nose that looks a wee bit more like a fish than a carrot nose, but I'm quite sure once it's on the scarf, they'll know what it's meant to be. So yeah, I've made that, and I've ordered some buttons on Amazon, so they'll come at the weekend. So I'll get it made next week. I've still got the pom-pom to make, so I'll probably do that while I'm watching some Vlogmas videos. And I am looking for another crochet project to make, because I do like crocheting when I'm sitting watching telly with Jack. I just remembered last year I was crocheting the Christmas blanket thing, and it all came in separate panels, and then it was to be joined together, and I had crocheted them all. I was just weaving in the ends and then to join them together, but I don't know where it is. I'll need to look for that. I'll look for it and finish that if I can find it, and I'll let you see that, because yeah, that was months and months ago. Sure, it was the start of this year I said to you that's an old crochet of just to weave in the ends, but I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, if I find it, I'll let you know. So Granny Annie did come in earlier, as you would have seen, and I did record a few memories from her. So I'm going to pop that in just now for you, and then I'll come back to end the vlog. Right, Granny Annie, give us a Christmas memory.
You were about 3 or 4, in fact, don't think you were as old as that. And you got up on Christmas morning, and I had hidden your doll and pram. And that's where the tradition comes from. So Anna threw and touched the doll, and the doll was, wow. It cried, it laughed, and you went, Mum! And I went, what is it? You went, baby Jesus is crying!
Oh my goodness. Baby Jesus is crying.
Oh, so there's loads and loads of memories.
Oh well, we might come back to you for more, because they're getting thin on the ground now.
Oh, right, no problem. I've got 100. Always obliged to talk.
Yes, not that you like talking on camera.
No.
Yeah, so that was Granny Annie's memories, and yes, a rather embarrassing one of me. I said, baby Jesus is crying. Was young. But yes, I think I'm quite sure we could get some more memories out of her if we need them later on. But that's everything for today's Vlogmas video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, you know what to do. Please do hit that thumbs up button. Talk to me in the comments below on Instagram or by email. Let me know, where did you see the elf head today? And also, do you know the answer to the music quiz? And anything else that you want to say, any memories, keep them coming. Any Christmas memories, let me know. So please talk to me. Like I say, I'm sorry it's taken me a while to get round to answering your comments, but I will. I promise I will. And also, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my wee channel. Help me grow. And I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 17. We're nearly there. I know I say it every night, but oh, we're going to be about a week away. Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting. And I've had a really good idea for the music quiz on the last day. It's going to be less of a quiz and more of a sing-along. So look out for that. That will probably be on Vlogmas Day 24, which will go up Christmas Day. Yes. And then Christmas Day's vlog goes up a few days later. Anyway, I'm havering again. So I'm going to head off now. Thanks so much for joining in, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.